Okay, good morning, Philippines, and good day around the world. Good afternoon in the Philippines. My name is Professor Airnel Abarra of the University of Education Country, and on leave, the Grade School Sport Officer and head coach of the track and field team of the Ateneo de Davao University and co-founder of Pinoyathletics for this presentation of Pinoy Talk Tuesdays. And we are honored and thankful that we have a special guest this day. Um, she is the former member of the Philippine national team in athletics, specifically in long jump, and medalist in the 2011 Southeast Asian Games. And one of our close colleagues in the field of athletics. Friends, colleagues, let us welcome our guide in women's long jump, now based in Baguio City, Philippines, Katherine Khay Santos. Yay!
Yay.
Okay.
Hello, Air.
Yes.
And hello sa lahat ng nanonood.
Okay. So, ang agenda natin for this meeting, of course, is tell something about shortly your career in athletics, and then also 3 things that you remember or greatest moments in your career as a national athlete, and also 3 things that you should think would be better to make Philippine athletics to be good. Ano yung 3 bagay tungkol sa iyo, ilang bagay tungkol sa iyo, paano ka nagsimula sa athletics. Sunod, ang second part natin ay tungkol naman sa 3 magagandang bagay na na-achieve mo sa larangan ng athletics, at 3 bagay na sa tingin mo ay mga or activities na makapagpapabuti pa ng athletics dito. So, to remind our audience, we'll be having 40-minute rule, meaning on the 40th minute, because of the freeze situation of everybody will be kicked out on 40th minute, and then we will resume again on the next 40 minutes. So please don't be offended if we will be cut off later. So, okay, to keep the ball rolling, of course, we can start with introducing yourself, Kat, and then your career in athletics. Okay, the table is yours.
Okay. My name is Katherine Khay Santos. I'm from Baguio City. Lumaki ako dito sa Baguio, and right now, I'm staying here in Baguio with my family. Nag-start ako sa track and field when I was in grade 6. So, doon nag-start yung career ko. Naglaro ako ng district meet all the way to Caraa, and then umabot ng palarong pambansa. And then after that, nag-aral ako sa Baguio City National High School sa special program for sports. Kasi sa Baguio City National High School, meron kaming program na for sports lang siya. Meaning, yung classroom namin, puro atleta lang. From first year to 4th year. So, nag-graduate ako na puro athletes yung kaklase ko. Lahat ng sports, badminton, track and field, taekwondo, basketball, yon magkakaklase kami doon. And then, nag-offer yung University of Baguio sa akin ng full scholarship. And then, doon ako nag-start na mag-seryoso sa career ko as an athlete. Especially sa long jump. Kasi sa long jump talaga ako nag-focus when I was in college. Although nung elementary high school ako, sprinter, jumper talaga ako. Sprints, 100, jumps, lahat ng jumps ginagawa ko. Long jump, triple jump, and high jump. My favorite sport is high jump noon. And then, nabago lang siya nung college kasi yung mas malaki pala yung potential ko to be a long jumper. And then, nung first year college ako, doon nag-start na nag-aim ako to be in the national team. So, first year, habang nag-aaral ako, morning afternoon yung training ko. Talagang seryoso. Hanggang naglaro ako ng second year ako ng college sa Bacolod. doon ako tumalon ng 6:09. Yun yung turning point na, wow, pwede pala ako mag-national team. And then, after that, Bacolod National Open, nanalo ako ng 100-meter dash, and then, tumalon ako 6:09, di ba? Nirecommend na ako for national team. And then, first competition ko after that is Vietnam Open. And then, nagtuloy-tuloy, umabot sa SEA Games, which is my first SEA Games sa Jakarta, Indonesia, where I got my first and unexpected bronze medal sa long jump. Tapos yun, nagtuloy-tuloy na hanggang 2018. Yun, national team na ako.
So far, ano yung personal best mo para sa information ng ating audience? Yung pinaka-personal best mo sa long jump and perhaps sa sprints din?
Okay. Sa 100-meter dash, nag-personal best ako ng 11:99 electronic. And then sa long jump is 6.40 meters.
Okay. So, salamat Kay sa iyong information tungkol sa sarili mo. So, totoo nga na sa haba ng karir mo sa athletics, nagsimula ka ng bata, at saka sa pagkakaroon ng opportunity mula sa iyong university, nakatulong ito para higit na mapagbuti ang iyong karir sa athletics. So, nag-stay ka sa national team until 2018, tama?
Yes.
Okay. So, sa tagal mo sa national team, pwede mo ba kaming bigyan ng at least 3 moments mo? Sinasabi mo na yung tungkol sa Jakarta, pero ano yung sa tingin mo, yung pinaka-3 bagay na na-appreciate mo dun sa karir mo sa athletics na kumbaga lagi mong binabalik-balikan?
First would be yung nakakapaglaro ko, local or international, tapos na-improve ko yung sarili ko to become a better person on and off the track. And then second is yung nakakakilala ako ng iba't ibang tao, different culture, different language. Tapos I got to meet yung mga kalaro ko na naging parte na rin ng buhay ko, naging kaibigan ko sila. And then lastly is yung nakakapag-travel ako for free, 'di ba? Sino ba naman nabibigyan ng opportunity to travel for free? Ang saya lang sa feeling ng ganun. You got to see around the world, diba?
So, to sum up, sa pag-travel mo at pagiging atleta mo, mas lumawak yung perspective bilang tao, bilang atleta. Na kung isang bagay yung exposure outside ng ating kultura, ng ating bansa, para higit na mapagbuti ang iyong pagkatao at iyong career bilang atleta. Tama?
Yes.
Yan, okay. So, going on sa ating talakayan. By the way, ang second part natin, kung maka-cut off tayo, ay magkakaroon tayo ng konting question and answer din dun sa ating mga status of forum. So, pwede nilang i-type sa group chat natin kung ano yung mga gusto nilang sabihin or ilang mga mensahe pa via dito sa Zoom. Kasi nga ang free option ng Zoom ay 40 minutes lamang. So, pwede ka ba magbigay sa amin, Kat, ng at least siguro 1 o 2 tao na aside sa sinabi mo tungkol sa value ng pag-travel, yung memorable sa iyo, pwede itong maging coach, colleague, or player na sa tingin mo'y nakapag-shape sa iyo, nakapag-hubog sa iyo kung ng iyong pagkatao bilang atleta at bakit?
First, syempre yung coach ko na si Coach Jerry Cablayan. Kasi siya yung nagbigay ng opportunity sa akin to train and compete sa USA. So, doon, I'm very thankful for him kasi he did his best for me and for our country na mag-improve ako sa larangan ng sports.
Okay.
Yun.
Salamat, Kat. Sa tingin mo, sinabi mo yung tungkol kay Coach Jerry Cablayan from US, PhilAm coach. Ano sa tingin mo yung pangunahin niyang value bilang coach na sa tingin mo dapat naming tularan bilang mga grassroots coach at saka bilang parte ng Philippine Athletics community? Sa tingin mo, ano yung kanyang katangian na talagang dapat nating tularan? Doon sa iyong experience sa kanya. Sorry.
Oo. 3 years din ako nag-training sa US, which is na hindi tuloy-tuloy. 5 months, 6 months, ganun, every year. Ang napansin ko kay coach is yung discipline niya. Not only sa mga athletes niya, but also sa sarili niya. Kasi yung pinapagawa niya sa akin, ginagawa din niya. Believe it or not. Ang lakas-lakas ni coach. Sobra. Kasi may background siya gymnastic din siya, tapos nag-track din siya. So, doon pa lang yung binibigay niya sa akin na workout every day, tinatry niya yon a day before niya ipagawa sa akin. Or siguro nagawa niya na dati pa, pero tinatry niya ulit para ma-refresh sa isip niya kung kaya ko bang gawin yung pinapagawa niya. And then yung discipline niya sa lahat ng routine, like yung pagkain. Every training ko sa US, never ako nag-rice. Nag-rice ako, pero occasionally lang. Kunyari may party, once or twice lang ako yata nakakain doon. Pero talagang no rice doon. Tapos yung quantity ng pagkain, talagang yung sapat lang. Hindi pwedeng mag-over ka. Kaya doon ako nag-personal best kasi based sa training niya, sa pagkain, tapos yung the way na kausapin niya ako. Kasi meron din kaming pag-uusap eh. Hindi lang puro training, hindi lang kami puro sa healthy eating. Meron din kaming yung closeness sa aming dalawa. Kaya nagkaroon kami ng bonding. Para ko na rin siyang tatay. Yun yung pinaka importante bilang coach and athlete. Dapat meron kayong ang tawag dito, parang isa yung way nyo na pupuntahan. Meron kayong goal na pupuntahan. And parehas kayo ng mindset. Yung gusto mong gawin, gusto niya din gawin. Hindi pwede yung coach lang ang may gustong gawin ito. And then yung napansin ko sa kanya is the way niya akong kausapin. Tapos the way niya akong kausapin, very respectful. Natawa nga ako kasi gusto niya akong tawagin na buong pangalan ko, Katherine. Kasi yun daw yung talagang pangalan ko, hindi lang Kat. Yun. So kailangan niya akong i-respect doon. And then sa training, talagang focus siya. Sa warm-up, sa drills, hanggang sa workout. Talagang bantay na bantay ako.
Okay, so to sum up, ang sinabi mo na mga magagandang katangian or values ni Coach Jerry Cablayan, as you said, he is one of the most memorable person that you encounter in your career in athletics. Is of course, discipline, athlete and the self should train together and have also the same mindset in level of fitness in terms of training and nutrition, but also on how you have the goal. Second is the communication, respectful, professional communication, working and collaborating with each other. And then also the focus, having the focus towards the goal and the mindset. Mga kababayan, mga kasama nating coaches, so tingnan nating mabuti yung values natin. So makikita natin, ladies and gentlemen, sa ating mga taga-subaybay, kung paano dapat hinuhubog ang atleta. May pagpapahalaga sa disiplina, may pagpapahalaga sa layunin, may pagpapahalaga sa maayos at profesional na makikipag-usap o komunikasyon, tamang pagtuon or focus. Ginagawa natin ito sa Pilipino para higit na maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan, lalo na sa ating mga nasa iba't ibang panig ng Pilipinas. Ginagamit natin ang wikang Filipino para sa masigit na malawak na audience natin. So, ang sunod natin tatalakayin ay, ano sa tingin mo yung at least 3 bagay na nabanggit mo na yung tungkol sa coach, nabanggit mo na yung tungkol sa sarili mo, tungkol sa pagtitraining at sa coaching. Ngayon, ano sa tingin mo yung 3 bagay na dapat meron at na meron dapat in athletics na iyong inaasam-asam na gusto mong makita sa komunidad, sa kabuuan ng programa ng athletics dito sa Pilipinas? At least 3 bagay. Kung di man 3, kahit 1, 2 lang.
First would be yung sana lahat ng coaches is merong background when it comes to track and field. Kasi for me, one of the best na may share mo sa atleta is yung experience mo. And then, aside from that, kung hindi ka naman, yung mga coaches, kung wala namang background sa sports or hindi naging athlete, sana kumuha sila ng seminar na patungkol sa sports na tinuturo nila. Not only for athletics, but sa lahat ng sports. Kasi kailangan yun para alam mo kung ano yung tinuturo mo. And then second, gusto ko yung mag-umpisa tayo sa grassroots. Hindi yung po pwedeng malakas na saka mo kukunin. I would like to suggest na sana yung mga athletes na kagaya ko is in time na may maturuan sila ng mga bata, mga grassroots na alagaan nila. Ituro nila yung tama kasi yun yung wala sa napapansin ko, especially dito sa Baguio, medyo napapabayaan na yung mga athletes. Hindi ko sinasabi in general, no? Pero may napansin lang kasi ako kasi nagte-training ako lately sa oval, sa athletic bowl. And then yung mga athlete, walang bantay na coach. So, yun yung dapat nating iwasan na sa warm-up pa lang dapat nandyan na. Especially sa mga young kids, dapat turuan na natin sila ng maayos ng kung ano yung dapat. Hindi yung late na sa college mo palang ituturo. Sayang yung opportunity ng bata eh. Sayang yung lakas niya na dapat mag-i-improve pa hanggang sa long run. Yun dapat. And then last, yung sana meron yung media exposure gaya sa ibang sports like bangkitin ko na, like volleyball, like basketball, or boxing, di ba? Halos sila na lang yung napapakita sa media. So, doon nagkakaroon ng yung hindi napapakilala yung sports ng iba. Gaya ng athletics sa atin. Tayo yung first na nag-qualify for this Olympics, di ba? Si EJ, si Airnel. Yes. Doon pa lang, sana naman bigyan tayo ng opportunity to showcase our talent. Not only sa athletics, but yung ibang sports din. Yun.
Okay, so maraming salamat, Kat. So, tama ka dun sa sinabi mo. Una, yung pagkakaroon ng mahusay at tamang edukasyon ng coaches, maging hindi man siya atleta, pero nag-aral siya at alam niya ang ginagawa niya. Una, to tell you honestly, of course, on a personal note, hindi ako naging atleta, pero na-involve ako sa athletics dahil nakita ko yung mga bagay na hindi natin inaasahan. Kaya doon ako na-motivate na mag-aral talaga, na from social sciences teacher, imagine mo, in 2011, I think when we first met, from social sciences teacher to sports science, ang laking jump dun sa akin na college na ako, or at least I think I'm 26. Doon pala ako nag-aaral na mag-run dun sa, or mag-strength and conditioning sa UP College of Human Kinetics. So, makapagpapatunay na importante ang tamang edukasyon at pagtuturo sa lahat ng coaches from the elite level up to grassroots, as you mentioned, na dapat ay alam nila ang kanilang ginagawa. Ang second mo sinabi ay yung tungkol sa pagtuturo ng tama at saka yung exposure. And I hope to our friends in media who's listening right now, this is the right time to consider to have a better perspective in athletics. And we are, of course, Andrew and I, are working with Pinoy Athletics for free. Wala kaming natatanggap ni Cinco or anything. And then when we launched the Mindanao Blues Rock League, when we are grateful that you grace our third with Coach Elma, I think if I'm not mistaken, we are thankful that we were able to bring this event. Kasi you know naman our background na we did the track league, we have through volunteerism and other things. But I think it's about really the encouragement from our policymakers, our friends, who really should invest in producing more events. More events lead to more exposure, more marketing. And I remembered one time, 10 to 15 years ago, the V-League or the volleyball leagues in the Philippines are not well exposed. I still remember, we are still like watching in a small gym in Intramuros, Manila when this all started. But then look at volleyball now. It's really being considered at the same time that every media entity should really try to give space in most of the Lindsay. To tell honestly, here in Hungary, the sport page of the newspaper doesn't exist most of the time. Walang sport page ang most of the dailies. Why? Because they have a solid newspaper on sport, or they call the Nemzeti Sport or national sport, that covers all sport. Take note, every day. So it's like the tabloid, the sport tabloid or the sport newspaper of Hungary. Kaya if you're going to buy newspaper here, you can only see like one page sport page. That's the most daily. Why? Because the National Sport Daily is already covering the whole sport, and they have always this big spread of the major events. So I won't be surprised why Hungary is always telling us, or for me here, that they always tell, even in their plain English, we are a sporting nation. We are a sporting nation. I think that's really speaks about the ideals of, as you mentioned. So we hope that through these discussions, we can really, especially now with COVID-19, we have enough time to tell these things. Then I think it would be a good start to really consider all areas for collaboration and discussion, so that when COVID-19 is over, we can go back to the field and apply whatever they can do. Okay, so we still have time before, I think we still have 10 minutes before the cutoff. So, ladies and gentlemen, Katherine Khay Santos mentioned earlier about her career in athletics, and so far, according to the records of Pinoyathletics, which is very keen in keeping the statistics for the sake of volunteerism, you are, according to the stats, you are fourth overall. Maristela Torres 6.72, Elma Muro 6.56, Lerma Gabito 6.56 as well, and then also you at 640, if I'm not based on our assessment or records here. So that's why it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to really consider working with different sports like athletics, because we believe that here in Southeast Asia, we can still be a good power in athletics, perhaps in Asia, and of course with EJ Obiana qualifying for the Olympic Games. It's already a testament to the spirit of and the talent of the Filipino, with the proper education, with the proper coaching, and with the proper values and mindset of everyone. So we still have 10 minutes for questions, or you can type the questions on the group chat, or if you want to speak, okay, I will unmute everyone. And then if possible, if you can open your, okay, Miss Dina, okay, the floor is yours. If you want to.
Hello. Yes, yeah, si Kay ata Facebook friends kami, but we haven't met personally. Pero Kay, kaibigan ko yan, sila Ate Rosie, sila, alam mo sila Ate Rosie, sila Maristela, of course, and everything. I was there between 2003 until 2012, more or less. My question to you, Ka, alam mo, it's very interesting. It's not every day we can talk to somebody like you. And syempre, dahil atleta din ako before, I kind of know what you're going through. So I have about 2 questions. You made a very good point about the coaches, no? Pero, compare the styles of, for example, yung sinabi mong kinakausap ka maigi versus yung style ng parang pagalit or whatever. Kasi sometimes some athletes naman, they'll say na kahit galit si coach, alam ko naman where he's coming from. But I don't know. I mean, nowadays, what do you think is the best style, or at least an effective style as far as you're concerned, or if you can speak also on behalf of most athletes? And I'll ask my second question later, huh?
Based on my experience po, regarding sa coach ko na si Coach Jerry Cablayan, and sa ibang coach ko na rin, meron kasi yung mga coach na talagang very approachable when it comes to training. Nasasabi nila yung gusto nilang ipagawa sa'yo, or sabihin, like, in a good way. Meron namang coach na gusto nilang sabihin ito ng seryoso, just to make sure na gagawin mo siya ng seryoso. Kasi iba-iba tayo ng style kahit athlete ka or coach ka, may times na seryoso ka, may time na calm ka lang. For me, depende yun sa sitwasyon. Depende po yun sa sitwasyon. Lalo na kung may target kayo na competition, may target kayo na makuha. Kailangan, may time na seryoso din po yung training and seryoso din yung pag-uusap nyo ng coach mo. May time din kasi na ayaw mo yung ginagawa ng coach mo or, I'm sorry, i-ano ko lang. I mean, parang ayaw mong sumunod sa gustong gawin ng coach mo. Yun yung, doon nagkakaroon ng hindi pagkakaunawaan. Kasi parang, for you, medyo na, parang hindi mo kayang gawin yun that day, pero kailangan. Doon nagkakaroon ng misunderstanding. Yung sa parang, ayaw mong gawin yung pinapagawa ng coach mo, which is kailangan. Kasi minsan din, kailangan din pakinggan mo yung sarili mo when it comes to training, na hindi lahat ng pinapagawa ng coach is pwede that day or kaya mo. Kasi may time na hindi rin maganda yung pakiramdam mo. May time din na yung coach mo may gustong ipagawa pero parang parang hindi kayo magkatugma dati. Pero at the end of the day, dapat mag-usap kayo ng mabuti. Whether galit kayo sa isa't isa or okay kayo. Dapat isa pa rin yung goal nyo. Ganun.
Wow, I applaud you for that. Kasi sometimes naman di naman manghuhula yung coach. And it's good naman to be truthful, diba? As long as it's naman, you're true to yourself and everything. So my second question is kinda two-pronged. I noticed that not many athletes think of how will they transition to life after sport. Kasi kumbaga ang atleta may hangganan naman talaga sa kanyang career. Have you sort of thought of maybe retirement, when will it be, and has this pandemic also caused you to think about what the future will be for you?
Mabigat na tanong niya. Pero
pwede ba pang MMK na ba?
Yes. Pero yes, may sagot po ako diyan kasi maraming taon na I wanted to stop na sa sports. Nag-stagnant kasi yung performance ko nung past years. Talagang nag-stuck ako sa personal best ko na 6.25. And a lot of things yung nangyayari, parang nasawa ako sa sports, nasawa ako sa ibang tao, honestly speaking, you know, may mga bagay na ayaw mo mangyari pero nangyayari. And out of your control, nangyari siya. And then, doon na-disappoint ako. And then, after that, parang na-mental disturb ako. And then, parang I wanted to quit. Hindi lang 2018 nung nag-resign ako. Nag-resign kasi ako 2018. So, before that, dati pa gusto ko na mag-stop. Pero I don't know how to stop. Yung parang love mo yung sports, pero parang at the same time, pagod ka na. You know, may dream ka na gustong abutin, pero there are some point na parang may humiila sa ipababa. Parang, it's so sad na ang laki-laki nung dream mo, pero there are people, there are circumstances na hindi umaayon sa'yo. Yun. And then, this pandemic, hindi natin inakala na magiging malaki siya na crisis here in the Philippines and all over the country or all over the world. Sa akin lang, nag-start na ako mag-training before the COVID-19 and I'm hoping to have a comeback. Kaso lang, na-stop. And then, yun, ang ginagawa ko na lang is home workout ngayon. So, let's see kung saan tutuloy itong ginagawa ko after this crisis.
Okay, thanks, Kat. And again, we've never met but know that meron kang Ate Dina here. If you
Hi
need
po.
advice.
Okay po.
Okay,
Yes po.
thank you.
Keep in touch na po sa Facebook.
Of
I'll
course, I
search po.
will. I will,
Yes
dear.
po. Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done, huh? And all you will set out to do. We're here behind you.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dina, for your question. I don't know, parang na-extend tayo since walang warning, and I was expecting.
Actually, Zoom was generous. Sabi niya mag-extend daw si Zoom.
Okay, so because I don't see any.
Masyado mapait na ako.
Okay, so how about Juro? Are you there, Juro?
Yes po, yes po. I have a question din po.
Name, right? Euro or Juro?
Juro po, Juro.
Okay, so do you have questions? Juro is a stringer from Rappler, so I'm happy that Bigo and Juro are here. So any questions or your comments whatsoever?
Yes po, I have a question po. For Keith. Since you mentioned home workouts habang may COVID, what kind of home workouts have you been doing para ma-share mo dun sa mga aspiring athletics?
Oo. Home workout, I do cardio and more on sa and also more on sa legs ko, more on sa core. Yan. Yung mga exercises na ginagawa ko, mostly basic lang siya. Kasi sa loob ka lang ng bahay, hindi ka naman pwedeng tumakbo, or not everyone has a treadmill or a gym sa bahay, di ba? So mostly what I do is jumping jacks. I start with jumping jacks, high knees in place, and then mga mountain climbing, push-ups. And then after nung mag-warm up ako, after yung mga yon, I do yung mga leg workout or arm workout, mga push-up, and then sometimes I carry gallons. Alam mo yung mga galon? Yun. Oo, mga ganon. Kung ano-ano lang para maging active ako. And then goblet squat, lagi kong ginagawa yon. Mga core workout, planks, sit-up, crunches, mga simple workouts. Mga 1 to 2 hours ako nag-workout. Mostly 1 hour 30 minutes.
Every day yun?
Kung free ako, everyday yon. Pero lately ngayon, nag-stop ako ng ilang araw kasi nag-paint ako ng room. Nag-renovate kami ng konti, so na-stop ako. Pero nung mga last week, talagang everyday. Tinatry namin mag-everyday nung kapatid ko.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions before? Because I think we still have enough, like 10 minutes or so. Ended very early. I wasn't expecting that we will keep it very short and sweet, or kiss. Sabi nga, keep it short and sweet. Kiss. Yeah. Andrew or Jackie?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Go. Andrew.
Like I shared with Kay the list of athletes. So from the statistical point of view, I want to ask Kay, where does she think the Philippines is heading in terms of the women's long jump at the moment? Because obviously I haven't seen anybody go over 6 meters except for maybe Maristella at this point. I can't see any younger athletes, hitting that 6 meter mark right now. I'm just wondering Kay's perspective on how she feels this event is developing in terms of where it's going.
Yes. Based on the SEA Games result, nung SEA Games result last year, I think I can see myself to go back and prove myself that I can still compete and still jump 6 meters and compete with other countries like Indonesia
Londa, for
and
example.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yes, Londa, because she won the long jump with a jump of 6 point, um,
30 or something, 6:29 or 6:30, I can't remember. Oh, 6:30 something, I think. It was.
Yes,
it wasn't
yes.
a 6:20 jump.
Yes. And based on that result, I think I still can see myself compete with them. Maybe not this year because of the pandemic, but I think um, if I'm ready, maybe next year, I, I will I will compete. And also, based on the records that you're asking, because not a lot of women now jump 6 meters, and only Maristella jumped 6 meters up. I think we need to look for some women that are determined enough to compete and to train, because I see nowadays that we are lacking women long jumpers, and it's sad to see that only Maristella is jumping 6 meters now, and that makes me sad also, you know. So I wanted to come back and, you know, give pride again for our country. I'm not saying that I'm good enough for the country, but I will try my best to compete and
it just
still
seems there's nobody. I'm guessing what you're about almost 30 now. So based on what I see, nobody currently who's under 30 has jumped over 6 meters based on these results we're seeing for this particular event.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yes, I think Andrew is pointing that, of course, we hope that we really need to see more can go beyond your personal best and also at least hit the 6 meter mark, because of course. Okay.
Can I ask another?
Yeah. You first, Andrew. Go on. Continue.
Yeah, sure. Like, just with Kay, on the subject of women long jumpers, you know, like to get over 6 meters, what traits does Kay feel that a woman long jumper should have? Is it height? Is it speed? Is it, you know, like agility, coordination, gym strength, or just, you know, like a bit of each aspect of in order for the current batch of women, you know, who are 5'80", 5'70", 5'80" athletes, what do they need to do to get into that 6 meter range? What do they need to do differently? I mean, she kind of touched base on it with training, being serious about training, but in particular, like, what aspects of training do they need to be more serious with?
based on the height, I think it's not that like, for example, Maristella, you know, Maristella jumped 6.72, and she's only 5'3", and but based on her performance, it's not the height that you need to consider, but somehow it's helpful. It's helpful because a lot of athletes in other countries jump over 7 meters because of their height, but because they're foreigners, you know. But for us Filipinos, I don't think that height is a barrier to long jump or any sports. It's just that you should have a strong determination, your strong will, and then I think one of the most important is that you love what you're doing. Because if you have, you know, that determination to do what you love, and then you will push yourself to your limit, to what you're to be exceptional, you know. And also dapat magkaroon ng, kung merong atleta na gustong mag long jump, I think dapat buo yung commitment nila sa sports. Kasi yun yung naging problema ko dati, na I wanted to retire earlier, dapat they are 100% commitment to training, to nutrition, to everything that they do para makamit nila yung goal na gusto nila. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Andrew, for the questions. Okay, so we still have like 5 to 10 minutes of next and tayo. So, but then I would like to ask this question. Given when you're training, Kat, sa tingin mo, of course, nakatrain. Ano sa tingin mo yung pinaka-idea, mas okay na situation? Yung ikaw ang nagdi-decide kung saan ka magte-training or kailangan mong sundan ang coach mo kung nasaan siya?
I think dapat parehas kayo na gusto yung idea kung saan kayo magte-training. And kung makakatulong sa inyo, why not? Kunyari, gusto ng coach na siyang masunod. Pero for you, ayaw mo. Pero yun yung best way para mag-improve ka. Kailangan mo sumunod.
Okay, kasi of course, we know naman na most of our national athletes currently are housed in NCR, in Manila, or perhaps sometimes in Baguio or Clark, because I was having this perspective that of course here when I interacted with athletes, it's really the athletes and the coaches working together where they will train. It's not necessarily that they go every day to the National Training Center and move there, everything. You leave everything, your family, and then move there. Because, for example, one of the, what I noticed is, for example, one of my artists that I met in Germany, Alexandra Burghab, she wants to study economics in Mannheim. But she's from Munich, or near Munich in Germany. But because she doesn't have, the in her hometown, her sport, sorry, Aida, wala siya, okay. Nakick out siya? Okay, is there still here, everyone? Sino nawala?
Yes po.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so what I'm saying is, of course, I'm just only implying the example of Alexandra Bolgart because she is from Munich or in other region, but then she moved to Mannheim during her studies because she wants to study there. But then, must find a club that will fit to her schedule. But still, the coach is still constantly monitoring her, even she's far away. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should try to find other models of managing the athletes where they're training, where they are studying, so that it's not really the talent is not only confined in one place, but of course it depends on the needs of the athlete and also the need of the coaches. So I think that would be the thing that I would like to imply. So any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Or any comments or questions? Ms. Dina, do you have any other reactions or comments? Because we're wrapping up.
Wala naman na po.
I think I'm okay. Thank you for this opportunity, Airnel and Kath.
Yes. Okay, so I think we can call off for a day to everyone who joined. Kat, maraming salamat sa panahon, and we hope this will be the first of the many. Expect that Pinoyathletics will be your always constant partner for bringing independent and honest reportage for Philippine athletics community. Again, Andrew and I had been working with Pinoyathletics for the past 7 to 8 years, trying our best to bring different perspectives in athletics in line with the existing policies and ideas of our policymakers. We are here to help and also to provide good things for our Filipino athletes from the elite up to the grassroots level. Mahalaga na pag-uusapan ang mga bagay sa isang positibo at makabuluhang pagtalakayan. Dahil sa ating pagtatalakay, diyan tayo nakapagbubuo ng mga magagandang ideya, ng ating mga magagandang kaisipan. Mahalaga na pag-usapan at madinig ang saloobin, hindi lang ng coach, maging ng atleta, kundi ng pangkalahatang komunidad ng sport dito sa Pilipinas. Mahalaga na mabanggit ang mga sinabi ni Katherine Khay Santos na coach dapat ay mayroong disiplina sa sarili na kanyang inilalapat sa atleta, ang komunikasyon, isang profesional at maayos sa pakikipag-usap o pakikipag-ugnayan sa atleta, tamang mithiin or goals at tamang pag-focus o pagtuon sa pag-iensayo. At sa mga coaches naman, dapat tayo may sapat na edukasyon, hindi man bilang mga atleta, kundi formal na edukasyon at patuloy na pag-aaral dahil nagbabago ang mundo. Hindi ang napag-aralan natin noong 20 taon na kararaan ay ito na ang tama. May mga bagay na nagbabago at may mga bagay na nananatili na dapat natin pagyamanin at palaganapin. At sa gayon, dapat tayo magtuon sa grassroots program. Paano ang grassroots? Dapat tapat at nararapat at pangkalahatan ng mga programa at palatuntunan. Hindi lamang sa mga nakagawian natin, kundi magkaroon ng iba pang mga events o mga gawain na makapagpapayaman ng karanasan at kaisipan ng ating mga atleta. Muli, marami pong salamat at sana nagustuhan nyo ang aming Track Talk Tuesdays. Patuloy kayong susunod na Martes, alas 5 ng hapon, oras sa Pilipinas, at mayroon tayong natatanging panauhin. Babanggitin namin to sa mga susunod na araw kung sino ang ating surprise guest. Muli, ako po si Coach Airnel Abarra, PhD student ng University of Physical Education sa Budapest, Hungary, at on leave na Grade School Sport Officer at Head Team ng Ateneo de Davao University at isa sa mga tagapagtaguyod ng Pinoyathletics, ang isa sa independent na news and information blog sa larangan ng athletics sa Pilipinas, katuwang ang aming co-founder na si Enzo Andrew Perry Williams. Muli, marami pong salamat at magandang araw. Mag-ingat po tayo, stay at home and be safe. 3, 2, 1.